Hi, welcome to Global One Media. Today I'm joined by Chris Thompson, who's the President and Director of Research at eResearch. Hi, Chris. Thank you for joining us today. How are you?
I'm great. And yourself? Thanks.
Great, thank you. So Chris, you've recently written an update report on Kingsview Minerals, which is a mineral exploration company focused on its portfolio of gold exploration properties in Ontario, Canada. Could you please tell us a bit more about the company?
Yeah, so Kingsview, it's a fairly recent listing on the Canadian Security Exchange with the ticker KVM. And also it trades on the Frankfurt for our European clients with the ticker 0L4. I always love those Frankfurt exchanges ticker symbols. It's a Vancouver-based mineral exploration company that's exploring for gold and copper projects in the Wawa area in Northwest Ontario in Canada. And the company has a flagship product called the Etcham project. It covers almost 8,000 square hectares in Toronto. And it recently published a 43-101 technical report on the project in February. It also holds another project in the area, what they call the Hubcap project, which is two other projects just south of Wawa, which covers just over a little more than 4,000 hectares. So it's quite an interesting, as it's a new company. It's looking, to increase its investor awareness, but it has some pretty interesting projects in the Wawa area.
Excellent. So what were the key valuation drivers for the company?
Well, one thing I looked at when you're looking at these projects is the scalability of the exploration. Right. And you want to have something that has a district scale sort of size, a big project, so they can look for the gold and look around for the faults in an area and have enough space if they do want to make a mine to build a plant and to have the ability to extract the minerals. And in this case, the land package is almost 12,000 hectares in two different areas, which is also good. And it's they're nearby each other. One is just east of Wawa, Ontario, and the other two projects that are just south of Wawa. So that's good as well. The other thing is they had some fairly good historical results, talking about, 7 ounces per ton or, 12 ounces per ton. These are the old measures, the current measures, more than 200 grams per ton in these type of exploration from before, but never really a good project to go through and do a systematic exploration. So good, some good high grade, which you want these days for economics is always good. Another important thing that I liked about this project is it's in a greenstone belt in Ontario. And greenstone belts, for those who aren't aware, are typically where you find a lot of mineralized deposits. In Ontario, in Quebec, there's a belt called the Abitibi region. It's an Abitibi greenstone belt, and it's produced a lot of gold and gold mines in that area. And they're on the sort of the western edge of the Abitibi greenstone belt. And the other great thing about the project is when you're looking on for potential mineralized areas, you want to find them where they're called breaks or zones where in the fluids or fault zones where the fluid can come up. And often the fluids that come up from below the surface are the ones that contain the mineralized information. I also liked the team. They've got a lot of historical results out there in development of different projects in Ontario. They were instrumental in finding the Hemlo camp in Ontario, so they know the area. And the area in Northwest Ontario is a really solid infrastructure. So it's a mining area. There's a 100-year history of mining in the area. So you got people and who are there and an infrastructure that can help out.
Right. So is the Wawa area in Ontario really known for gold? Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah. So recently, yeah. So as I mentioned before, it's part of the western part of the Abitibi Greenstone Belt. Ontario is quite well known for gold mining, especially in northwestern Ontario. And most recently in the Wawa area, you have two companies. One is Alamos, which has the Island Gold Mine. Alamos's ticker is a TSX-AGI, and they're expanding their Island Gold Mine. They've got a multi-million-dollar project there to expand it and to increase production significantly. And the other one in the area is Argonaut Gold, a TSX listed company, symbol AR. And they are, expanding their, or constructing, I should say, the Maginot mine. And so that's, in the area, there's a lot of activity because of these two companies are sort of, have refocused people's attention to gold in that area. And it's not just, Kingsview. There's a number of other smaller juniors out there that are exploring, that are really, coming up with some good results, and people are getting excited about the area again.
Very interesting. So as a last question for you today, Chris, how did you value Kingsview?
So what I did is I looked at sort of the comparative company valuation, where we looked at sort of 10 similar style companies in the same sort of early stage gold exploration, as well as I sort of, fundamentally looked at over the next couple of years, how much they'd have to spend on exploration to be able to start, looking to see what sort of resource they might be building up upon it. And so what I did is I looked at that and used the comparative company valuation to produce a target price based on, other companies that are also in the area. If you want to find more about the company and projects, and how I did the valuation, you can go on to eResearch.com and you can download the report. It's a fairly comprehensive, 32-page report that goes through the projects, the area, the geology, and allows the investor to gather a lot more information about Kingsview and about the Wawa gold activity.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot for all this great information. We'll have the link ready to download in the caption of this video. So we look forward to seeing the next updates from Kingsview Minerals. Thanks a lot for your time today, Chris.
Great. Thanks for your time as well.